I tell you, man, this deck is just absolutely crazy. And let's pay 1 mana. Double Marchesa. Don't mind if I do. Only one chance. I need to draw an untapped land and Tinybones. And that will win the game. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I will showcase you the craziest deck of the new set I have made so far, because we will combine the creature crime synergies together with a full-blown control Grixis. And you know what? It will work. We will fight the meta aggro like a lion, and we will prevail with this, because the synergies are insane. And I mentioned in the crime video that Marchesa and Magda are probably the best of the cards I was using, and combined with Tinybones, activating them are super cool. And the fact that you get those treasures means that you can sweep faster. You can use them to bargain Farsight Ritual, getting 2 of 8 cards so early as turn 4. This is insane. And with Beseech the Mirror, we can just tutor for any card we want. So the synergies in this deck are kinda insane. Farsight Ritual will keep hitting. It might get even doubled with Chandra. So man, this deck has way more value than I think, and because we are running creatures and removal, aggro decks have some troubles going through us. Marchesa has great stat line, so you can trade against those monstrous rage Kumanos very efficiently, and you are just not even halfway through your value. So guys, I think you will enjoy today's video. If you appreciate, the crazy idea, please subscribe and, support the channel. It really does make a difference. So, it's not a huge channel. So if you subscribe, you have my guarantee. I will see it. I will see it. All right, guys, have fun and enjoy the show. All right, guys, we are going first. And you know what? I really like this hand. We will probably wait with Magda until turn 3, right? Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. That's an interesting one. I think we get, well, not this one. I think we can go to lower lands. And we probably go Tinybones, right? We could go Magda. That will slow them down, but you know what? I'll take it. Because on the next turn we have Magda and Tinybones on one turn. And there is a chance this survives. And even if that dies, they still need to tap the mana, so their play probably won't be very impactful. We have very low value on this hand, but that's fine. See, man, Magda is so scary for everyone, and for a very good reason. Alright, 1 card. Man, Tinybones Joins Up is such a cool card, like, you don't really lose value, man. Like, even... let's target. Even if you, like, play it and no interactions will happen during the rest of the game, you still trade 1 for 1. And it's super cheap, so you don't invest too much mana, so it's still okay. And, alright. This is interesting. Alright, I don't love it. We have really low value right now. Avarice is, I think, a must-have. Like, he should absolutely take it. I will highlight Fires of Victory to pretend that I care about it more. Because he seems to be hesitant. Man, I think it worked. I honestly think it worked. I cannot get all the value, but we can go like this. And I'm not sure what our opponent is doing, but I'm getting my lands for the turn. Those are 3 lands. Those are 3 lands from the top. Alright, that changes things. So I will actually cycle the launch. And so on black cards we shouldn't expect haste, right? So let's keep going. There is a chance he cannot remove Magda. I hope he goes for a discard. Thank you, man. My draws suck. So do we go with launch? Yeah, I think we get rid of Shivan Reef. We can endure the tap land. And for some reason, you won't believe me, but I honestly thought about Marchesa as a top deck. That would be so good. And here she is. Here she is. I tell you, man, this deck is just absolutely crazy. And let's pay 1 mana. Double Marchesa. Don't mind if I do. We're already getting a little bit ahead. Otawara can target. I think we need this. Like with second Marchesa, we are guaranteed to keep drawing cards. We don't attack. Okay, only once. So every time he discards, so this is like a discard deck, and this is one of the engines. So he will get a lot of cards, but hopefully we get more. That's really good. I think he just top decked it because he didn't have removal previously. Not perfect. I'm not trading Magda. Like this is insanely good, and we can make a Dragon Scorpion, right? I think. How do you work? Of course. I mean, we are getting our Dragon Scorpion, alright? that's the name of the game. Just Dragon Scorpioning this standard. And what a fun type, isn't it? Like 2 cool creatures in one. Alright, let's go for it. It should be Shelly. Right? Because... Okay, man, Ashok absolutely destroyed my ability to choose cards from the selection of 2. Like, I thought I just discarded Sheoldred for some reason. And let's activate it. We need to do it main phase. Because it's sorcerer speed. And I want to make sure that I don't die, because the value I'm having is just insane. And I think I stick to Otawara. Worst case, I lose one life. Is there a world where we just... No, not on this turn. Like, I keep defending for this one turn. He will draw 2 cards for before the next turn. Oh, I forgot about this. What? Wait. Oh, I can play it as a land, exactly. I have 2 discounts, but it's not 3 discounts, so... Yeah, alright. I got absolutely bamboozled. I thought maybe it's 3 mana cost, so it gets discounted to 1, or this is legendary and I didn't know about it. Like, my brain went just every way possible at once. But yeah, it was just playing a land. See, Sloth just absolutely getting outsmarted by a land that is here since so long. Alright, so this is his huge turn. Like, I have all the engines for the rest of the game, and let's see how much can he remove. I think he will do some, some interruptions here. I don't think Marchesa will survive. And that's unlucky, because I really need Marchesa right now. Like, I need 1 or 2 extra turns to keep drawing cards. Oh boy. It's funny, because I actually have very similar deck. I also have Beseech the Mirror and Bargain Mechanic, and I also have 1 mana, some like enchantment that discards cards. It's interesting pairing. 2 top, but he still shuffles, so not really much of a value. The problem is that he will cast something. Please be Sheoldred or something, because if that's some weird combo, that's okay, right? I think that's okay. I will take this damage. I might really regret it, but I think we have to. Oh my god. Man, I'm so good at Magic. Am I good at Magic? Because if I play Magda... I wanted to play Magda, but then we cannot pay extra costs, so I still think we should just go with Shelly. Okay, no instant, but that doesn't really tell much. I really need to keep paying stuff. Let's go for this, right? Tinybones will stay, so this will enable Marchesa again. And I think I have to trade with Sheoldred. Alright, man, this is scary. I could go more aggressive, but I'll be honest, I'm scared. I'm at 6, I have more value in my deck, so basically the game is on because our opponent keep drawing really strong relevant cards turn after turn. Like, go for the throat, bargain. Like, every turn there's something bad.
And you think you can win?
Okay, not really a choice here. So okay, he doesn't attack. That's good. That is good. This is tricky, right? I can kill Liliana, but then he attacks me. Man, this is a hard choice. This card kinda got me a little bit. Taking 4 damage is no joke, especially that... Okay, so what is exactly going on here? He might have the, half-life thing, like the dreadful something, and I'm a little bit scared. Yep. I'm looking for my perfect card, alright? I really think we should kill Liliana. She will be super annoying, and he might get to 0 cards. He also has all the synergies with the discard. Like, actually, he could have a clue for this turn if he didn't go for removal. So I think we go Magda. Let's not target our face. Alright, and here's the treasure. It will help with the pair gain if we get there. I could play another Sheoldred. It's not very good. I think we just chomp block. Maybe. We'll see. Or maybe we just counter-attack, right? 6 damage and +2. That's 8 damage. So it is possible that it's a lethal. I don't think he has removal unless he drew one. Alright. Alright. Good call. Good call. And I wonder if he will be aggressive. He will be aggressive. I go to 6, right? So it's not the worst. I really think we need to take it. Okay. This is something we kinda like. So I can kill Sorin. If I attack with everything here, he just won't block. I honestly think we start with this. There are cards that will win us the game here. And we still have Magda. Like a removal. I think removal might be already game, right? Okay, so let's take this. We remove this, we go for 6 and he dies at the upkeep. Seems pretty decent to me. He has 2 cards, so Tinybones is not good enough. I think we go Farsight. Just in case. And I mean, let's see. Let's see. I'm a little bit scared that something will go wrong, but I will try. Anger cookie for you. And here's the card. Alright, guys. And I'm so happy that we won this. To be fair, like, Marchesa did so much work, man. Also, the matchup will be super important, we'll see. Because I'm not sure if I want to carve out with Magda or Marchesa. This will be a hard call. We don't have Tinybones, unfortunately. And this is again an aggro deck, man. Is anyone playing anything except Mono Red right now in Standard? This might be really rough, but I think we go like this. Just because we drew second Marchesa, that means we can sacrifice the first one. She has really good stat life, so it's not super easy to trade against her. Like, they can always do it, you know. 2 red mana is basically like 17-17, but still. And I don't mind they go for the damage right now, I kinda enjoy it. 2 mana is really good though. But that means they want to play a creature on the next turn, and even Godric, well, Godric will be a 4-4. And let's go Marchesa, like, we need to go there. Painland is not perfect, but what can you do? We also don't have land for Shelly. Like, we have all the tools to win the game, but we are, you know, like, it's not aligning perfectly right now. Alright, shock into shock probably, right? Or something like this. Man, when 4 play with fires, is just not enough for your, you know, 1 mana deck. Okay. That's a weird decision. Guys, let's appreciate the moment, alright? This is a Mythic mono-red player. He has Menace on this, so Marchesa cannot block, we are fully tapped, and he played this on my creature to reduce its toughness from 4 to 2, and then it heals back to 4, instead of hitting my face. This is a Mythic mono-red player, one of the best players in the world right now. I mean, wow, just wow. So I think we go with Magda, because she will allow better plays on the next turns. And with Go for the Throat, I think our wall of creatures should be enough, hopefully. We will see. We also have 2 creatures, so we can try to block. Only 2 cards. Here's Godric. Of course, Celebration activated, because he is a very good player. And that means he gets everything. Of course, okay, so let's appreciate again this moment. So instead of bluffing Monstrous Rage or Shock or something like this, he main phase basically pumped it. The worst thing you can ever do with an aggro deck, especially in a situation when you are on verge of winning or losing. Like, the amount of messplay this guy is doing is just mind-boggling, but it doesn't matter because deck will win anyway. Like, it doesn't need a player to win. And this is what mono-red players really count on. Not being, you know, part of this whole thing. Alright. I cannot use the mana from the treasure because it's tapped. So, he will get something out of this, and the problem is that we cannot draw cards during this one turn. So we have Sheoldred. I think we just need to wall ourselves and hope that we can survive single turn. Because if we can, like, we're absolutely fine. With Sheoldred we can fully stabilize. Let's remember that this guy just missed 2 damage with shock. Alright, let's see if he has the winning hand anyway. Doesn't seem so right now. So I would be at 1. Yeah, and potentially even higher. So I think we go for the bear game. This still trigger. You know what? This is better because it triggers all the abilities anyway. Even if I target him, I still target him. What a sentence. Let's go for Payland. We don't. All right, I see. I see. That's an interesting one. So we could play Marchesa, but at this point it's just Farsight Ritual. It doesn't draw cards, it just puts them into your hand. But we still have 1 mana, it probably won't matter. Alright, we are at 5. We just need to... if we survive this turn, I promise you we will win. We just need to survive this one top deck. And he lost. And it's gone. Man, I cannot believe he actually played so bad. He even scoops himself. And this is what happens when the beginner deck is the best deck in the format. Alright guys, let's sit. Oh man, those lands. Oh, those lands aren't great. Let's see what type of aggro we are playing against. This will be Izzet aggro, with the one card that everyone keeps using. However, so we need this. This enables Tinybones. It is a shame we are on the draw with bad lands, because we cannot even curve into Magda. That would help a ton. So no, we'll see, we'll see. We also don't have any kind of spot removal, even though our deck is full of it. So, you know, not in a place where we want to be, that's for sure. And our opponent is exactly in the place he wants to be. Well, this is really good for him. So I can play Magda. I don't really gain any, absolutely any value from it. I think I bluff. We can just do the same play on the next turn, and it will be even better, because we play everything at once, and it opens black mana and 2 mana removals. They don't need to know that our draws absolutely suck. Alright, let's make full stops here. I mean, they don't care, man. They just play the cards and they absolute Hail Mary. So if we had to go for the throat, we would win the game already. But we are bad at Magic and we didn't draw it. And our opponent is on the play with absolutely god draw. So, you know, it is what it is. Not super happy about the game so far, but you know, it happens. It happens. But really bad curve. And I'm not sure if we can fix it. Imagine having 5 mana. Alright, we get rid of this. I'm super salty, man, because not only we got color screwed, we got land tap screwed, we also are on the draw and with no removal. Like, the amount of things that went bad this game is just absolutely mind-boggling. Alright, cool. Let's target our opponent, he will lose the life, and the most important part is making this treasure. This enables Deadly Cover-Up on the next turn. So, I mean, if we can block... Man, how long? He still has the same card. Like, every decision he's making is still about this one card. Wow. Good job. You did it. Oh my god. Man, he has the auto win-draw. How can you... Man, honestly, how can you butcher it so hard? Oh man, he will get an additional card, so if he's good at Magic and he will top deck something, it's still good enough. It's still good enough. But let's clear the board and give ourselves a chance to get back in this game. So he will have 2 cards and what he draws will decide the game. Because we have Shelly, if we hit the... But man, we are still not having the lands we want. We might get there. Alright, Marchesa. I think Marchesa is okay. Because we have this one spare mana. So we will draw a card, potentially a land, and it can be colorless, so we don't need to pain ourselves. Alright. I'll take Marchesa because she is a blocker. She is well statted as well. So monsters trade, I think in many cases we trade against. Man, what the hell was this game? We were mana screwed like crazy, even though we have Triumph in Grixis. Our opponent was on the play with the best opening this deck has. And we absolutely crushed him somehow. Man, like, aggro players really waste like so much potential of their decks. Alright, we're going first. Let's see it. This is a value hand. We don't have removal. You always like removal in your hand, early game. But we're on the play, so that's my... Man, I'll tell you, like 80% of the games I'm playing right now are against Mono Red. Like, it seems nobody is playing different decks than Mono Red. It's crazy. Like, you have new set and the only card they are using is Slickshot. I mean, that's great, I guess. So, what do we go for? We probably need Marchesa right now. We don't want to double spell on you know, against this deck because they have Shredder. And yeah, I guess it's easy, but it's still like Mono Red Slickshot, just with a different edition. Alright. I mean, Marchesa has really good stat line. So it is possible they cannot... they really will. Go for it. I think... So I hope that this will be a trade. They probably want us to block, because then they pump it somehow. Then Shredder triggers and deals more damage. They cycle cards. So it's probably good for them. But it's not like we can just chill and never block. And we have so many creatures that it also makes Sheoldred a little bit better. Yep, so that's fine. That was the good scenario I hoped for. You know, the good scenario will be that they don't have anything, but we don't even acknowledge that this is a possibility. So the trading is the best I could hope for, and that means that I can play Shelly right now. And Sheoldred is a big problem for them. They also don't have 2 mana, so no risk of counter spells. Every time they draw with Ledger Shredder, it hurts. It hurts. We don't have removal though, so this might kill us over time if we don't draw it. I don't think we can raise the Shredder, especially that we need to defend with Sheoldred on the rest. Here's the Slickshot. Man, right now you can just make a deck with 20 removal cards and you will be probably top 50 Mythic. Because this is the only, you know, strategy everyone seems to be using. Like playing creatures with haste. Alright, still, we deal some damage. This is 7. Alright. This will be harsh, but we can buffer a bit with Intimidation Campaign. Alright, this is decent. This is decent. This is risky. I think they might be able to protect the Slickshot. They are leaving 1 blue mana, so... Oh, I think I might be dead. But this is 5 damage. So they might try to use something to buff. And even though like they both have flying, I still go with Sheoldred on, you know, Kumano. This might be rough. So is that a phase-out effect? I think this might be the, you know, phase-out effect, because it puts 1/1 counter, and they're thinking about it. And they cannot reuse it on their turn if they want to be aggressive, because it phases the creature out, so they lose so much power that it's not worth it. So yeah, I think they're thinking about it right now. I hope they will do it, because then my Go for the Throat is really nice. Alright, you upkeep, cast your own spells. Cool. That means I can kill one of the creatures. So this is 4 power. I really think this is the best play. Shredder is super scary, so I'm not sure which one I should go. I don't want to allow him to get the card. Because if that's a protection spell, like our full strategy whiffs. Full swing, of course. And let's see what they drew. This is a top deck, remember, this is a 1 random card from the top. Is it already lethal? It's not lethal. 5 damage though, that is a lot. This draws me a card and gets me to 5. Go for the fruit will win the game, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it. We are not good at magic. Well, this is 5, right? So we might survive one more turn. Alright, how do we do it? I think we just have to be super aggressive right now. One card. I have to go for it. Alright. They lose 2 life because of the trigger. And I threaten Leafar on the next turn, so they need to draw a buff spell. If that's a land, they lost the game. So I think this is a worthy attempt. They're attacking. And this is a blocker. Oh man, this is a blocker. Can I get there? I don't think so. I think this will be enough, right? They drew something that wins the game. I can deal only 4 damage. You know what? Oh no, 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 no. We can do it. No, we can't. No, we can't, because I cannot double spell. I wanted to double spell. That would mean that they need to draw 2 cards, and that's 4 damage. But I cannot. Oh no. Like, this would be... Like, I had so many ways to win this game, but I won't get any of them. There is one chance. Only one chance. I need to draw an untapped land and Tinybones. And that will win the game. Still. So let's bargain. We sacrifice this. Land. And no Tinybones, even though we play 4 of them. And that was a winning card, and we are 1 mana short of it. And this is so unfortunate. And you can see that, man, if we had a little bit better draw, like it would be not a problem. He's at 2. We are at -2. We have winning card, we cannot cast it. We didn't draw a winning card that would instantly win the game and get him to 0 on this turn. I mean, man, so many things went wrong that I'm not even salty about it. Like, you can only do so much. And what is going on? There is a game and the voiceover? Well, because this is our today's outro. I had a super fun game that I played in Unranked when I was preparing the deck, and I didn't even want to record it because it was for my own testing to, you know, get the feeling of the deck, if it works or not. But the game went so crazy that I started recording midway. So you can see all the Farsight Rituals, sacrificing a treasure token from Magda, and getting the bargain value. And you can do it over and over, and we have Chandra, so we can double all of them, and it went crazy. So I just had to share this with you. It's so fun, and this is what the deck can do. You didn't see it in ranked, but this is possible, and you get so much value then. To be absolutely honest, what about this deck? Did I like it? I loved it, man. It feels like a control deck, but also you play creatures, so this is like the perfect hybrid. The creatures you play draw you cards, and that means that even I like those creatures. Marchesa is absolutely insane. Tinybones and Magda also is like so good. Like, it seems that Magda isn't perfect for the deck, but you have seen on turn 4, when we go Magda into go for the throw, this one treasure changes so much during the game, and the fact that we have bargain synergies makes that Farsight Ritual so much better. Man, for Memory Deluge you need to pay, what, 7 mana for the same effect, and you actually have the worst effect because this gets something out of 8 cards. So when you can get it basically on curve, this is so much value, and you are getting like late game value in your mid game. So this is really, you know, skyrockets you. So I honestly really enjoyed the deck. Probably this information campaign was the weakest part of the deck. I tried to use it because I think 2 of them shouldn't hurt, and they synergize. They also let you stabilize with, which Grixis has some troubles with, because of course you don't play, Emperor's Reverie, this kind of stuff. So it felt like a good idea. It still works, but maybe something better can be found. And by the way, about this one game that you have seen we lost, I was thinking about it, and maybe it was my blunder that I didn't target Shredder. I honestly think that would be better. I was just scared that they will kill me in one turn, and to be fair, they hit Monstrous Rage, so I'm not sure if I wouldn't just die straight away with the Slick Shot, but you know, in the end, maybe hitting Shredder would be better. It's hard to say, I would have to do the math basically. You can do the math in the comments if you want, I would appreciate it. And yeah, about the deck, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a cool deck, it combines the best of both worlds between control and creature deck, and even though you normally don't want creatures in your control deck because you give target for removal, remember, they still need to pay the card. So even if they remove Marchesa or Sheoldred, they need to have this go for the throat. And you have 4 in the whole deck. And you have Sheoldred, you have Marchesa, and you have Magda. So they will run over, run out of cards. And especially that you keep drawing cards with Marchesa, you generally have more. So I don't really mind it. And the 3-4 really helps with all the blockings. Like, this makes, you know, aggro decks way more messy than usually. Especially that they want to buff the Slick Shot, so that means if they waste any kind of Monstrous Rage on Kumano, like it's, you know, 5-3, I believe, it still trades. So they need to invest 2 cards and they still don't deal any damage to your face and they lose Kumano. So that's a pretty good trade, and one of the reasons Marchesa is so good, not only she has insanely devastating ability, but she basically also trades very well on board. So worst case, you still get a decent trade. Best case, you win the game. So yeah, I think that's it for the deck. That was probably one of the craziest ideas so far, but I really liked it. I think it kinda works. Like, we ranked up in Mythic, so I mean, what more can you ask for? And guys, we'll wrap the video up slowly but surely. If you enjoyed this, you know, interesting outro style, tell me in the comments. Maybe we can work with it for the future. I would love to know. And one more thing, Farsight Ritual. This card is really nice. It is completely forgotten because Memory Deluge has basically 2 castings, but man, this card can give you endgame Memory Deluge value on turn 4. That's a lot. And with things like Magda and those little treasures, or the idea was Tinybones, but I kept using Magda more, like the treasures from Magda. But you can sacrifice Tinybones, so you go 1 for 1 and then you sacrifice it for Ritual. So even though you invest 4 slots into something that isn't fully in line with, you know, control game plan, you already trade 1 for 1, you activate all the mid-game synergies with this one very easily, and endgame you just sacrifice it to the Ritual. So basically at every stage of the game, it's just great. And you can do the same for Beseech the Mirror. We only play 1 because of the mana restraints, right? So we don't want to overdo it. So guys, I really think this is a cool deck. I mean, we did a lot here and it seems to be working. So I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, I'm going in circles right now, so that's always a sign to end. Thank you for all the support. I'm so happy that you are enjoying the decks. And yeah, see you tomorrow.